Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Priscilla coming to you. I can call myself Cliff's mom. Okay, Priscilla, Cliff's mom. That's me. I want to go ahead and get started real quick. I know it's about 10 after 8. I don't have anybody in my feed. I know that sometimes um, being in a live setting is just a little more than someone can handle, but that doesn't mean that there might be somebody out there that might still want to hear this message and it may help them, if just a little bit, on a holiday that really begins the tough season of the year. Okay. As a mom, I know that the holidays are very tough. As much as we strive throughout the year, excuse me, to, be whole, be high functioning, thinking everything's fine, then you get to the holidays and you get a bit sad and a lot of memories. And it's just more noticeable that your loved one's not there. Wish I didn't have my glasses on, darn it, because you can just see my screen and not my eyeballs. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to take my glasses off. I don't need to see anything right now. There we go. It's not a pretty makeup day, people. I did stay up late making pies. It's been a rough week. The loss of other loved ones and animals this week, so it's been a rough one. So, you get the scary me. Anyway, sorry about that. So I just really wanted to be here for you today. I know that I lost my son in May of 2005. So it's, over, how many years is that? 11? Is that possible? I guess so. Anyway, it really doesn't matter how many years it's been when you lose a child. If it feels like as if it was just yesterday. It honestly does. I don't have to tell you that. You all know that. So we do our best and we embrace the new us because we are different. We always will be different, and that's okay. It's really okay. This is who we are now. And I believe that we all have an internal gift to share with others, and we do have a responsibility to do that. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm telling you you should be doing something you're not. Not at all. Listen, everybody's grief process is different. Some people can appear to bounce back quickly, but honestly, that may be that they're hiding their true guilt or grief. Sorry, not guilt. So everybody does it different, and it's okay. There's not the right or wrong way to grieve the death of a child, the death of anybody for that matter. Everybody's going to do it in their own way. And, nobody knows how they're going to feel or how they're going to react until it happens. So embrace the journey. You don't want to run away from the journey because it'll just take that much longer for you to get some peace. I think that's probably the biggest thing for me, was to get to the point where I had some peace. I always miss my son. I'm never not going to miss my son. I do a lot of outreach in his memory because it helps me. Of course it helps me. Whenever you help somebody else, it's always going to help you as well. So, do what feels right to you. That's all you need to do. You don't have to do something because somebody, makes you feel as if you should be doing something. No, absolutely not. Nobody knows what you're feeling. Nobody knows where you're at in your grief but you. So listen to your heart, listen to your gut, listen to yourself. Know yourself, know your triggers, know the things that make you sad, and stay away from those things, okay? Do not let anybody guilt you into doing something that you're not comfortable doing, because this is your journey. It's nobody else's journey. Even if you're married, each of you have your own special journey that you're going to travel, and it's not going to be the same, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. That's the way it's meant to be. Okay, but another thing I just want to mention real quick is what helped me is to start new traditions. Now, if you're brand new in your grief, that may not be a possibility for you right now, but you have to start something new, a new tradition every year to give you something to look forward to, because it's not going to be to spend time with your child because your child's not here. My niece and nephew and I started a tradition. This will be, I think, our third or fourth. I think it's our third year. I'm not positive. It's either the third or fourth this year. I didn't celebrate Christmas for, well, let's see, it's been 11, so that would have been for 8 years. My husband and I would just pretend it didn't exist. And, we still do to a certain point. But now on Christmas Eve, I spend it with my niece and nephew. My nephew's going to be 18 in December. My niece will be 16 in April. And we go Christmas Eve, we go to the movies, we go have dinner. Sometimes we mix it up and do something else as well. It's funny. I thought that it would be crazy busy on Christmas Eve to go out anywhere, but it's really not. It's kind of cool. The movie theater isn't packed, and the restaurants, oh my goodness. Well, first of all, you can't go late because they do close. We found that out. But no, it's great. It's not crazy busy out there, and you get to spend some quality time with, my niece and nephew, who I love dearly, and I want them to know that. It's important. Listen, we know all too well that none of us are promised tomorrow. Absolutely none of us are promised tomorrow. I think that in our hustle and bustle, even though we know it, well, I know at least for me, you still tend to take some things for granted, right? I lost my girlfriend Saturday night. I woke up Sunday morning to the news, and it was a shock, an absolute shock. And it's just a reminder, listen, don't get caught up in any of the drama and crap out there in the world. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. What's important is what you do on this earth with the people that you love and care about. Okay? I know we all have to work. That's how we earn a living, so that we can support ourselves. But keep it all in perspective. I'm the first person who struggles with balance. I work too much. I do. I absolutely work too much, but it's something I do to myself. And so I need to stop doing that. And I need to make sure I'm present. Be present in the lives of the people you love and care about. And, they love you too. It's tough. They may not talk to you about your child. Sometimes I've found in my journey that people just don't know what to say. And, especially for me with my son, he committed suicide. I don't like to say that word, committed. Anyway, he died by suicide. And people don't want to talk about that. It makes them very uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable talking about it. I reach out because I don't want, if I can help stop the death of another child to suicide, or a mom or a dad or an aunt or an uncle, it doesn't matter. Of course, I'm going to talk to everybody about it. I don't care. There's nothing shameful about talking about it, but unfortunately, society has put a stigma on it. And so there are some people that are cruel to others in regards to suicide. And it's a shame, because there's really this depression, mental illness is a disease. It's no different than having cancer and needing to cure it. Depression, if you have a loved one suffering from depression, or they have bipolar disorder, something of that nature, schizophrenia, whatever it may be, they typically will struggle with that their entire life. They can learn how to manage it, but they need people surrounding them that encourage them, that help them. And once they want that, they can obtain that. It's not easy on them. It's tough. And, with the stigma and people not wanting to talk to them about it. And, I have a theory, and I've seen a little bit come out on this here recently. Listen, I firmly believe that people who suffer from mental illness or anything, schizophrenia, multiple personalities, any of that, I believe that their minds, their brains, they function in such a high range. It's more than any of the rest of us could possibly comprehend. And so I believe that it presents as mental illness when in fact they are just so like beyond smart. Okay. And they don't know how to handle it. There isn't anybody to help them learn and understand how to embrace it and how to use it. So that's one of my goals, is to get that message out, and let's reach out to these people and help them. No, we don't understand it. That doesn't mean that we can't be there for them. Listen to them, encourage them to talk, make it safe for them to talk, because they don't understand it either, but they're not going to talk about it because people just want to throw drugs in them, make them a zombie, and they don't want that. So will they self-medicate? Yes, they will. They will do whatever they have to survive. I understand that. I never agreed with my son doing that. He knew that, but I understood why. So I wish I had known more about it, mental illness, and my son, but he actually wasn't diagnosed properly until he was an adult. And that was very sad to me, because I used to think that he just was a jerk and didn't care and wouldn't apply himself. He is so smart, and yet he would fail classes in school, and I just didn't understand that. I just thought that he was being defiant and didn't want to, just didn't want to do it, didn't care. That's what I thought. I was wrong. So I understand firsthand. It's sometimes you misunderstand where that person's coming from, and they do things that when they're in their, I want to say, right mind, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but whenever they're not in a manic state, or suffering at that particular moment, that's who they are, that's the person they are. But whenever they are suffering, they do things that they wouldn't normally do, and we have to learn to embrace that and to just be there, get them help, encourage them, find somebody who you can trust to properly diagnose them. And listen, I am always available to chat about that with you. I have some people that I feel that understand and don't just go to a pill and just diagnose without looking at the brain, seeing what's going on in there. There are ways. And it's like anything. Some doctors don't believe in chiropractic care. Others swear by it. Some don't believe in homeopathic type cures. I'm sorry. Anything that's natural that will help you is obviously better than the synthetic crap that the drug manufacturers make and put in our bodies. Do they help us? Yes, of course they do. But we don't always need them. And maybe sometimes we need a little less of them and some more natural type things that naturally will help cure us. So anyway, got kind of off on a tangent. Sorry, guys. I'm just very passionate about the subject. I love my moms out there. I know that it hurts. I know that we're starting a tough time of the year. And, reach out. Let somebody hug you. Let somebody help you. I hope that you find that. And you can always message me. You can find me on Facebook. I'm at Scylla's FB page on Facebook. You can email me at cliffsstory.com@gmail.com. CLIFFSSTORY.com@gmail.com. Okay? So I'm going to, I can't see what time it is because I took my glasses off, but I'm going to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you're able to enjoy your family. I hope that you're able to share about your child. It's important that you talk about your child. They're gone from this earth, but they're not gone from our hearts. They never will be. They can't possibly ever be gone. So know that, and make sure you remember your baby, remember your children. It's okay. It's okay. And if you're around people that don't embrace that, find new people to be around. That's what I say. All right, guys, I'm going to end this now. I hope that I've helped you, if only just a little bit. I understand how you're feeling. Even though we all grieve a little different, I do understand your pain. And I wish you the happiest of Thanksgiving, and make some new traditions for Christmas so that you can find a place of just healing. That's what I wish for you. Peace and healing. All right, guys. Love you.